What is up, everybody? Welcome to a special, at least in our minds, it's a special edition of the Unrelated Sports Podcast. I'm Andy McConnell. With me is my friend and co-host, Mr. Cody Allstat. Cody, how are we?
I'm doing great. You look a little grayer, Andy. Are you aging a little bit before our eyes?
Everything
It is.
hurts. Everything hurts today.
It is, of course, Andy's birthday today.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, big, big day for him. I don't even know how old you are today, honestly.
3, 1. 3, 1.
Oh,
Yeah. So
yikes!
I think we're at the point where everything hurts now. Good
Oh
news for
yeah,
everybody, though, listening. They don't have to hear Cody saying happy birthday because we don't have copyright law for all that. So,
that would definitely end any viewers that we had anyway.
yeah. I mean, we're doing
I'm.
slowly a good job of building up our audience, so we just hate to see it crash down.
It would crash quickly.
Um, how was your Labor Day weekend, sir?
Long. I had a
Good.
3 day weekend.
You feel all
I
right
got
after?
to. I feel great. What did I do? I don't even. I had a fantasy football draft with
Ooh,
some buddies. Um, that was always a good. That's always a good time. And then, good golly, what did I? I drove and picked up my daughter because she stayed at her cousin's for the weekend.
nice.
And today, I got a little golf in 9 holes.
Ooh,
Shot a 42. Felt pretty good about myself.
that a boy.
For 9. Yeah. Um, Other than that, it did take down our pool this weekend. That's kind of sad.
uh
But
Yeah, no, it's fortunately it's starting to get just a little, especially this weekend, supposed to get kind of
yeah,
cool. So
a
I
little
mean,
nip in the air.
it's good for people like me who love cold weather, but I mean, for people that like pools, it kind of sucks because it's like, oh, it's wet.
Summer is coming to an end.
But what the start of fall means there's football in the air, which
There
we'll
is
dive
football
into.
in the air.
We'll dive into that in a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, and I don't know, my weekend was pretty good. Had some family stuff Friday, Saturday. Relaxed and watched nothing but sports on Sunday.
That doesn't sound like you.
No, I know. Watched a lot of, let's see, flip back and forth between golf, baseball, and racing. So it was a fun Saturday afternoon and then or Sunday afternoon, and then Monday went out to eat for said birthday
Where'd you
and
go?
to a place called the Whiskey Road in Cedar Falls. It's on Main Street.
Okay,
Very good food. Very, very, very good food. I had trouble finishing it. It was that good.
nice.
Um, and then other than that, whole lot of nothing. Um, so I guess Cody, where do you want to dive in? Where should we start?
Well, I'll start with uh. Well, looks like Caitlin Clark is still good at basketball. Um,
No.
the Fever are 4-0 in their last 4 games, I believe. 5-0, is it?
I believe
Okay.
they're on a 5 game heater right now. Um,
They're getting close to that 500.
no, they're actually above 500 for the
Are
first
they?
time. Yeah, for the first time in 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's insane.
but it's not because of Caitlin. I mean, don't
No,
get me wrong.
nothing to do with
Don't
her.
get me wrong. Kelsey Mitchell and other girls are playing very well, but
Yeah,
we all
they
dominate
have a
Caitlin.
very good like core 3.
Yeah, I
It's
think
it's
they.
all about developing around them.
Yeah, I think they still need like one more big, like true big, like a physical big, and then watch out.
Yeah, they're going to
Um,
be a force to be reckoned with for a while, as long as they can keep them together.
yeah, and as long as Caitlin doesn't get killed by the competition, from all the cheap shots. Um, I did see if the Chicago Sky lose to Las Vegas tonight, and if Atlanta loses, I can't remember who they play tonight. If they both lose tonight, Indiana's in the playoffs. Which I mean, they're basically
Oh
going to be
well,
in the playoffs, barring a collapse anyway. But
right. That's
um,
awesome. What a turnaround! Like I know that most of the league makes the playoffs there, but
yeah,
to
like
clinch it pretty
this
early.
early, yeah.
Yeah.
And if I'm them, I just want to stay at the 6th seed or even 7. I don't want to go up to the 5 or the 4 because the way how the playoffs are seeded, I don't think they actually do East and West in the WNBA since there's only like 12 teams, so they just seed them
Okay.
1 through 8. And the 1 seed right now is going to be the New York Liberty. The 2 seed is, I believe, Minnesota, and then 3 seed is Connecticut. And then the 4 and the 5 matchup is Las Vegas and Seattle. And I would just let those 2 try to kill each other, and then the winner would have to play New York. So if Indiana can just stay on the bottom half of the bracket and beat Minnesota or Connecticut, and then get lucky enough, hopefully beat the other one, I think that would be an easier path to the finals than having to run through arguably 2 of the top teams. Your 2 probably best teams in Vegas and New York.
Because Vegas is Vegas one that's won the last 2?
Yes. And they have Asia Wilson, who's like, she's playing on like easy mode. If you ever play any sports video game, she's just dropping like 40 points and 15 plus rebounds each.
Yeah, she's going to be the definite MVP of the season.
Yeah.
Kind of like Clark is going to be the definite rookie of the year.
Yeah, you know that. Funny. So when they were playing the Sky, Indiana obliterated them, and they were up by like 30. And Chicago took out all of their starters except 1.
Except for Angel Reese.
Just so she could get her double-double streak. And then I see her get another double-double. And then I see after the game, like I think it was ESPN and Bleacher Reporter tweeting a picture of, because she broke like the rookie double-double record or something. Some type of new record that she broke. And it's like, you put a little bit of an asterisk by that because...
Right. I'd like to go back and look at the other people that have, the person that had that before, and how many of them were important games or like in not like garbage time.
Yeah, like when they were getting their stats, how much of it was garbage time compared to
like
legit. Now, like the other night when they were playing Minnesota, I think that might have been Saturday or Sunday. Angel had 19 boards, and that was actually a legit 19 boards because that was in a close game. It was like a 5-point game. Except she did get 5 of them on one possession because she still can't make layups. That's kind of... Or I think it was 4, sorry.
I know she's shooting like 24% from the field right now.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. If that was the NBA, you would be you'd be out of the league right now.
Yeah.
But congrats, women's sports. You made it. We are now dissecting everything.
Yep. That's what they want. And it's good.
Heck, I sent this to Ashton the other day, that First Take was debating on whether Caitlin could lead Indiana to the championship already. It's like, oh, okay, cool. This is how you know they made it, when they're on First Take.
Yeah. They want to be talked about, and deservedly so. So.
Also, you know how I mentioned I was watching golf over the weekend?
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler only made, I think, what was it, $62.5 million this year?
Chump change.
I know. His caddy made 6, or maybe 11.
That's awesome.
I've heard some reports of 6, some of it 11.
That's crazy.
That's a lot better if Matt Kuchar or if he was caddying for Matt Kuchar, because Kuch would probably only give him like $10.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
good for
Scotty won the the FedEx.
Yeah, the FedEx Cup, the Tour Championship. They've integrated it all into one. I think they need to change it, but that's another topic for another day.
Yeah. It's a weird format. I don't really like it that much.
I don't either.
But
because I remember when when Tiger had his first win in a long time, 6 years ago, before he won the Masters, he won the Tour Championship. Justin Rose won the FedEx Cup, but it was still pretty cool when Tiger won. I mean, nobody remembers that Justin Rose won the FedEx Cup, minus maybe me. But
right.
But yeah, I don't know. There's probably a different way that they can go. Maybe even go a whole match play thing. I don't know. I don't know what the best way to go about it is. You all right there?
Huh. Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties here with my mic.
Oh.
It's not reading my mic.
Oh, okay. I can hear you just fine on my end.
Yeah, it's just my that's all coming from my computer.
Oh, if you need to, there is a setting. We love live podcasting here.
Right.
Under where it says, is there anything that says echo cancellation or something on that?
It's not anything.
Oh, so then, because then you can change where where you're setting or
Yeah.
where the mic is. Because I know that's what I've had to do with mine.
Mhm.
If not, have you tried unplugging it and plugging back in?
That's exactly what I just did. I don't know.
Okay.
Hello? Yep, still
Yep.
working. All right. Oh, we'll just continue.
Okay. Technology, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Um, so speaking of technology, so tell the people about your fantasy draft here, Cody, because I kind of want to know too.
It went really well. It was a lot of fun. It's a 12-person league.
Yep.
I'm gonna say we had our well. um, this talk will be brought to you by Decor Pest Control. It's the pest of the week.
Ooh, highly coveted
Uh,
pest of the week.
yes. Uh, and actually, I'm gonna put Cass as the pest of the week this week, even though. So I think he should be honored. It's his shout out, but he is the pest of the week. And not for anything he really did. It's just the person that picks before you in fantasy football, definitely the pest of the week. Always picks up the player. Like, you have a plan worked out and gonna get him, gonna get guy where like, oh, nobody's gonna grab him now. The guy before you will grab him 100% of the time.
Yep. It's always the gem too, like the
Yep.
either rookie or just kind of fringe. I don't say fringe roster guy, but you know what I mean. Like kind of
Yeah.
the guy that's like nobody's been talking about him at all, but I know
I
he's going to be
was
good.
I was one or two picks away from like picking Jalen Wright for the because I'm expecting like him to be. I was gonna get him kind of late, but it's like God, he's gonna be a sleeper, and they're saying that he's above where like uh Chan was in his rookie year. So and Chan had a really good rookie year. So like maybe he's the guy to grab, and nope, he went two picks before me. So Decor Pest Control offers residential and commercial pest control, including earwigs, cockroaches, ants, bed bugs, fleas, bees, box elder bugs. Offers quarterly and monthly services, and I believe he is now certified to do home inspections in Decor at least. So for wood eating insects. So call Cass at 563-419-3251. I had a card for him too that I was going to show off for the people or person that watches this, but I don't have it on me. I'll have to. I was not prepared well.
You know, I just found out something. I guess the last time we had somebody spray inside our house, it was from Decor Pest Control.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, did not know that until,
Um,
until a couple days ago.
I wonder how long ago that was.
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Because I know Cass bought the business from somebody else,
Okay.
or bought part of it. So
Yeah, I thought it was like maybe a few years ago. That was a couple,
interesting.
2, 3 years, something like that. But
It might have been
fun
Cass.
fact. Fun fact.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Except
for
we're gonna
yeah.
let bygones be bygones on that.
I definitely gave him some smack talk about being a Yankees fan this weekend. So
Good.
not that I knew anything about it, but
right. Most Yankees fans deserve all the smack talk they get. So.
But it was a lot of good fun. There's a few of us got together. There's a few more than normal that did it online this year, but just circumstances kind of didn't permit. So for everybody to be there, but we're moving it next year to a week earlier, so hopefully more people can make it and we can get the thing rolling again. I made a brisket for it and some snacks and just had a good time. It's good to get together with the boys.
What pick did you have?
I had the 9th overall pick.
Okay, and who did you take? Who's your first round pick?
Now you're making me think about it.
I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot here.
I'm terrible about because I am the commissioner of the league. I don't know. I know one of my picks kind of got messed up, but
Is this the one where your team name's Goodell?
yes, always.
Okay.
I did not. Let's see. My first pick was Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. Yeah, solid pick.
Yep.
Assuming
Yep.
he stays healthy, solid pick.
Yes. I'll give you my starting lineup on this league is my starting quarterback is Jalen Hurts.
Okay. He's
Um,
gonna suck week 1, but
it hurt me to take Garrett Wilson.
ooh, yeah.
I have Calvin Ridley,
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor,
Okay.
Kenneth Walker the third,
Yep.
Noah Fant,
Okay. Go Hawks.
uh, Christian Kirk,
Okay.
and then for my kicker is Koo and Miami's defense.
Okay. Nice. Now, can I ask you a question? Because I have my personal opinion on this. If let's say when Garrett Wilson is playing Miami, do you play him?
Yeah,
Okay. See, I
and
don't. Whenever anybody's
I
playing
don't.
Green Bay, I don't.
I don't. Especially, well, I'll tell you this: if I'm playing, if for years, if it was a tight end playing against Miami, I was starting them 100% of the time. Like I would take a backup tight end and put them in over a tight end playing somewhere else because Miami cannot or used to not be able to stop tight ends.
Nice. Nice.
So, personal bias. I mean, I let that get more in our pick'ems league than individual players because I'm like I can let a guy. I don't mind if a guy does well as long as we win.
I
Type
gotcha.
of type
See,
of look at it.
my mindset's always if the guy does well, that probably means Green Bay's not winning, depending on who it is. So it's like, you know what?
Right.
You're gonna sit. You're not playing. I'm not gonna let you.
But like a guy like Garrett Wilson's, he's gonna get his catches
Yeah.
most of the time.
If Rodgers is still his quarterback, but yeah. Um, but I guess they have Tyrod as their backup, so
I'd actually take
that,
Tyrod.
that's a capable backup.
Very capable.
Yeah,
Um,
I had the number 1 pick in our 8-man draft, and I took Tyreek because
well,
Madden curse beware of CMC.
yep. Yeah, I think I'm in 2 leagues, and both leagues, CMC was picked first. And the other one I did have the first pick, so
Okay.
I did take him. That was a
Okay.
10-man league though.
Okay, I got you. Gotcha. Well, Cody, I mean, since we are.
Well, actually, I want to say
Oh, we got one more
I'm
thing.
gonna get football. Wrexham off to a fast start in League One. They are 3-1-0,
Ooh, nice.
so undefeated in it. They are tied at the top of the table. Um, I believe the top 2 teams get an automatic promotion, and then teams 3, 4, 5, and 6 are in a playoff for that third
Okay.
play. But I mean, it's definitely very early in the season, but I'm really looking forward. If Wrexham were to be able to pull off a back-to-back
Promotion.
promotions, that would be one of the most insane things you'd ever see, like unheard of.
Well, they just got to keep waving bye to the competition. That'll be good.
Yeah, and Inter Miami's doing really well. I think they're top. I mean, and they're starting to really come together healthy. One of the first weeks that they didn't have anybody on their injury report like was this last week.
Well, that's good.
So
I don't know. The MLS season is weird because I really still don't know how it works in totality. But
yeah, me neither.
like at least
It's
the European leagues, you can kind of understand it. Not necessarily when
yeah,
it starts, but at least when it starts, you kind of know. Oh, okay, that's pretty simple to
yeah,
understand. But
yeah. I don't know how many games there are in the League One, but I should look that up.
I gotcha.
But
So
it's a
remind me
long
again,
season.
where do they go after if they were to get promoted?
Championship League.
Oh, okay, yep. And then it's like with Ted Lasso. Okay, I
Then
got
it's
you now.
Premier League after that.
Yep. Okay, I got you.
So
My gosh,
yeah,
that's a heck of an ascension.
very much so. Very much
Well,
so.
I guess. Do you have any other sports you want to talk about at all, or?
No, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. Let's call it a weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else important going on anyway. So. Oh wait, Cody, do you want to talk about football?
I thought you'd never ask. And I thought you would never ask. It was a long off season, my friend.
It was, but before we get to the NFL stuff, The college season just had their week 1. I know they had week 0 last week, but they
Yeah.
just had their week 1. Um, I figure we should probably
Florida
start.
State's in trouble.
They're in a lot of trouble. They might be the first ever college team to have buyer's remorse because they pay. I don't know. Don't know how much they paid DJ Uyunglele to get from Oregon State, but I
It's
think
not working out.
no, no.
They
They
looked
might.
awful.
Yeah, I think they're the first team ever in the history of the 12-team playoff to be eliminated by week 1.
Yeah, like they're a long shot now. Like it's going to be a miraculous turnaround for them to have a chance at it.
Yeah. If I told you that
I
the
mean,
only team in the state of Florida that did well week 1 was the U, what would you say?
insane. I mean, well, it's hard to do well. It was hard for Florida, like both Florida and them, to do well because they're playing each other. But
Yeah, but still.
Florida didn't look good in it, but the U did. The U looked really good. They look to be back almost. It's a little early, but
Yeah. Yeah, I would more just ask you what year it is, because I would have thought it would have been like '03, maybe.
right.
03, back in the day of the U. But yeah, Cam Ward looks could be a Heisman candidate. Billy Napier's probably going to get fired. Florida's head coach,
Yep.
because people there handle losing very well. And yeah, I don't know. The ACC is probably only going to get one bid. It's going to be whoever wins the conference into the playoffs,
Yeah.
which right now is looking like Miami, or maybe Boston College goes on a Cinderella run. I doubt it, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, Clemson didn't look good.
No, Dabo's probably good. I don't know if he can get fired because I don't know what his buyout is, but it's not pretty.
Yeah, they're reeling.
Yeah. Also, the top 3 teams in the country, I think, are all in the SEC. That pains my Big Ten heart to say, but I think it's Georgia, Texas, and Bama.
Yeah.
Quinn Ewers looked good. Arch Manning looked good.
Look good.
Everybody on Georgia looked good in the second half. See, they're like a rich man's Iowa. Their offense is a little bit better. It's not quite dynamic, but it's very good. But their defense is insane.
Yeah, very good.
Speaking of Iowa, they turned in the greatest show on turf.
Yeah, second half.
Yeah, second half. Putting up 40 points and still hit the initial under. The over-under on that game was 41.5. That's what I got it as. Iowa under, always a lock.
Let's see. What other Michigan struggled.
They struggled. Oregon struggled.
Michigan won, but it was against Fresno State in a much closer game than anticipated.
Well, and Oregon played, let's see, checks notes. FCS Power Idaho.
Yeah.
Who is not an FCS Power.
No.
And this is despite, I think, that Dylan Gabriel had almost 400 yards passing. And their running back, I think, had like 150 or something in that ballpark. It's like, how do you almost lose that game?
Right?
And also, I guess, probably the biggest story in all college football. It's a guy that we know as Deion Sanders. We loved him as Leon Sandcastle. The real ones know that one. And probably all of us hate him as Coach Prime right now.
Yeah.
With
Not
Colorado.
like he went from being the most loved coach in college to the most hated in an instant. Like it was just such a quick turnaround.
Well, part of that does help that Urban Meyer's no longer coaching, so
That does help. That is very true.
then all the hatred has to go to somewhere.
But
yeah, and then I mean North Dakota State's good. That pains my
Yeah.
heart to say. But there's no way you should be beating an FCS school like that and struggling. Like if the quarterback rolls up in the pocket and launches it just a little bit further, they win that game on a Hail Mary.
yeah.
And also,
Or
Shador was a moron the previous possession. But,
or if the clock management's right anyway, or like the refs.
Or if they call targeting, or any other penalty that probably should have been on Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, there was a lot of calls. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was some the other way too, but
Yeah. Well, like that catch that Travis Hunter had in the end zone.
when
That That was a
when
great
he,
catch.
yeah. Oh, that one. The one before, was it the first touchdown catch he had? Or did he
That one
just
he
have the
turned on.
one?
Oh, he had a couple because the first one he turned on the Jets. I think he made like a man or two miss, and they was just gone.
Okay. I know that he got away with some defense or offensive pass interference
Yep,
on
yep, yep.
a player too. Really bad,
Yeah,
like egregious. But
yeah. Well, we'll see how Colorado does this week because they play Nebraska, and
yeah,
I don't know. That's a battle of two programs all aboard the hype train, and we'll see which one stops. It'll probably be Colorado, but um,
I assume it will be. My guess would be Colorado's not going very far this year. If they make a bowl, I'll be surprised.
yeah, I think they'll be lucky if they win 4 games.
Yeah,
Um, and then I was looking today. You know, Iowa is only favored by 3 in the Cyhawk game over Iowa State.
it makes it doesn't surprise me. I mean, Iowa people a 40-point game from Iowa against uh, Illinois State looks good
Yeah,
for them, I guess. I don't know, but like, when was last time Iowa had an offense? Why would you trust that like it wasn't a fluke?
that's true. The only thing I will say, Iowa State played awful against North Dakota. Not North Dakota State,
Yeah,
just North Dakota.
North
They won
Dakota.
21-3, and it wasn't pretty at all. And I guess they lost one of their better, I think, defensive players got hurt
Okay.
during that game. So, oh, and then I guess like the marquee game of the college week this week is Texas and Michigan at
Yeah,
Sweet House.
we uh we tried to get tickets to that. We were looking into them, but they were like $800 ticket.
Holy
Look, when
shit!
we were last looked, so that kind of, because my brother's a big Michigan fan and
Yeah,
I'm kind of a Texas fan, so
yeah, um, yeah. I think Texas will beat. I think they're going to beat them, and it might not be pretty.
yeah, I hope so. I don't want to hear from my brother.
We might see Arch again. You never know.
I gotta think they're gonna put him in some packages to keep him happy.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen
I
the new
mean,
Dr Pepper commercial that
yes,
Ruiz is in? That's
yes,
pretty good.
a little shot at Arch there.
Yeah, gotta love it
It's
though,
fun. I'm guessing it's all
and fun.
above
Yeah.
board. Yeah. Um, but like they're not necessarily friends. Like, I don't
Oh,
want to,
I
because like Tua and Hertz got along, but they weren't
mhm,
friends.
yeah. Which I
Like,
mean, because it's your main competition. Like
exactly.
at that age, it is. In the pros, I can like
I'm sure.
two
I'm sure
like
they get
who's
along better
Miami's
now.
who's Miami's backup?
Uh, it was no, it was Skylar Thompson, the one that was cut.
I honestly can't remember.
Uh, God, they had. It's not good.
Okay.
We're
Because I
screwed
know,
if it comes.
because I know like
It's
Green
come.
Bay has Malik Willis now, and I'm pretty sure him and Love
Yeah.
can be buddies. Because I mean,
Oh yeah.
Love knows he's not going to be losing that job at all. But I know like I don't think Tom Brady loved Jimmy G because
Oh,
they saw what was getting ready to
definitely
happen.
not.
It's like how Favre and Rodgers hated each other for probably the first like 7-8 years.
Yeah, it is Skylar Thompson.
Okay, I got you.
I'm sure that they get along fine. Like that, from the Dolphins last year's when they did the Hard Knocks, like
Oh, yep.
that whole room seemed to get along really well.
Okay, I got you.
Um, and like there have been times that, like, even when they're competing, like I remember when it was the first time the Dolphins were on it, David Garrard, Ryan Tannehill, and Matt Moore were all competing for it. But like David Garrard won it, but then he got injured immediately, so they gave it to Tannehill. And Matt Moore is just like a California kid. Like
Oh,
he was just chill about everything. Like, whatever, he has it.
yep,
I think they were still friends. Even like, it depends on the dynamic, I guess.
I got you.
Because
Okay.
like Fitzpatrick was always really good to Tua. I don't know if they were friends or not, but
Well, and I think
they got
at
along.
that point, like when you guys draft Tua, at that point, I think Fitzy knows the writings on the wall.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, this guy's gonna take my job, so I might as well at least help him a little bit.
yeah. Favre did not have that viewpoint, though.
No, no.
And nor did Rodgers, really.
Yes and no. I've heard that Rodgers was a little bit nicer to Love just because of what he went through with Favre.
Yeah.
But I don't know to the extent of it. But I don't know. Anything else college-wise you want to talk about? I think we covered all that we could there.
All the main ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Florida State really bad. We're just gonna.
Yeah, they're.
That's bad.
Yep.
So I guess should we get into our predictions for the NFL season before we get actually into our game predictions?
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do games first?
No, let's go predictions for the season.
Okay. So I went back and looked at what we had done before this.
Oh God.
Based when we were just previewing division by division. Let's see.
There's some mistakes in there, obviously.
There are because let's see, that's me. You have 6 playoff teams in the AFC. Yep, you have 6.
Okay.
You have the Bengals, the Ravens, the Texans, the Chiefs, the Dolphins, and the Bills.
Okay.
And then let's see. You have 8 playoff teams in the NFC. So you
Nice.
even out at least. You have 14.
I have 14 teams. It's just not possible.
Yeah, I also have 8, by the way.
Nice.
Ironically enough, we almost have the same 8. The only thing that we're missing, well, actually kind of. So I have the Commanders, Cowboys, Niners, Seahawks, Bucks, Falcons, Packers, and Bears. I can't believe I said those words.
Bears and Lions are switched.
Yeah, Bears and Lions are switched, and
I
Eagles.
don't think I had the Eagles, Redskins.
Yep, you had the Eagles. I had the Commies. And also, I guess you had the Rams. I had the Seahawks. So
okay.
So I'm going to eliminate the Cowboys from there because I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think McCarthy gets fired.
All right.
Hot take.
I'm okay with that.
I got some water to dump on that. Hot take. And then I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting football season.
I think all 8 of my teams are going to make it. They're going to amend the rules. Be
Nice.
like, Cody picked this. That's what I'm going.
It's gonna be like the COVID rules back.
Exactly.
Isn't that how we got to 7? Was that how we got to 7? No.
No, I think it was already decided.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So I want to start off with just some award predictions quick, and then we'll get into the teams.
Oh, okay.
Who's your MVP? We'll start big. Who wins MVP?
I don't think it's Mahomes. I think Mahomes now is to the point where he has to do
Like
spectacular things to get it.
Or everybody else has to suck, like absolutely suck.
This is going to be Homer of me, but I'm going Tyreek.
Ooh, wide receiver.
Oh no,
winning. Oh.
no, I have him winning Offensive Player of the Year. Okay. I'm sorry. I am going to go with God. They're not giving it to Lamar again. And I don't think the Burrow is going to have the season to do it. I think it's going to be an NFC quarterback.
Okay. So, which of the 4 or 5?
It's not going to be Dak.
Okay.
I'm not putting love there yet.
Okay.
It's going to be Purdy.
Oh, you're going. It's Brocktober.
I'm going Brocktober.
The $600 million man, or whatever in the heck they're thinking he's going to make.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. That's out there. I like that. Mine might.
I'll go bold.
Mine might actually be also bold because some people are thinking that this team isn't going to make the playoffs. They're my number 1 seed. They're It's your quarterback.
Nice. I'm fine. I'm happy with that. I can't make that pick. I wanted to, but I just.
Personally, I think the MVP race comes down to probably 5 quarterbacks. I think Brock, maybe, and I put him at 5.
Okay.
And then other than that, I think it's either Sunshine, Tua, Stroud, or Love. That's it.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, Allen's going to have a hard year. Burrow's going to have a...
Yeah. Except, I don't know, a lot of people think Buffalo's going to be all right. They think they're going to, win the division and challenge for the AFC crown.
Yeah, they think that Allen's not going to struggle without a number one receiver.
Well, and also their defense is. I mean, I don't know if this was true. I think Damar Hamlin's going to be one of their starting safeties.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Happy that the guy's like not dead, but
Right.
he
He was not a starting He was not
No.
starting caliber
no
ever.
There's a reason he just played special teams. It was not good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are forgetting that they don't have Jordan Poyer or Micah Hyde on the back end. That
No.
is a very big loss.
You know where Poyer is?
Is he in Jacksonville? Or was he at now?
Isn't he in Miami?
Oh, he might be. In all honesty, I don't know. I thought he was in Florida somewhere. I just don't know where. But I don't get it.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, Poyer's in Miami. I was like,
Okay, he's in Miami. Okay. I
Yep.
gotcha. Okay. See, so I don't like Miami's back end.
yeah,
The reason why to like Miami. And then a lot of people like, as we've talked about before, a lot of people like the Jets because they think Rodgers is going to be healthy and everything, and I don't trust their O-line to save my life.
no.
So I really think though that this is the year Miami gets a home playoff, gets multiple home playoff games. I think Tua stays healthy, and I think they don't fade as the year goes on, except when they play Green Bay. But
on Thanksgiving.
yes,
I really hope that's true, and I'm praying for it, and like I'm ready for it. I did find out a stat on Tua. He has the quickest release in NFL history,
shoot.
according to like stats, because it's been tracked for a certain amount of time, not real long, but they went back like the guys that they knew of as like quick releases, and he had, and like Marino and actually Rodgers I think is on there too.
So do they just calculate that just when you start your wind up to when?
I think so. I think it's from start of the wind up to like actual ball out of the hand.
Okay, I gotcha. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people are just they want to bail on Miami already, and I'm not just saying this because you're here. I really think that they all want to bail on them, just because we've seen Tua play one playoff game in sub-zero temps.
Yeah.
Like everybody just got to chill a little bit.
Yeah, and Mahomes, like they're talking about, they act like Mahomes played great in that game. Nobody played great in that game.
No.
That was one of the worst games of football I've ever watched.
Yeah, it was.
It just looked miserable.
Yeah.
Helmets were shattering. Like that's not.
That's when you know it's bad. That's when you know
it's not good.
No.
But.
And obviously, I really wanted to say Jordan Love, but we're gonna take that back.
And that's kind of where I'm close. I think Love's going to be in the conversation. Definitely. But at the same time, I don't know enough about him because just with him having played 8 good games last year, like the back half of last year was really good.
I know he was the number one.
The front half of the season, the front half of the season not so good. So
I know. I'm just taking.
Usually it's the opposite.
Yeah. But I'm saying is, I'm taking credit because stuff started to turn around when Ash and I went to the Chargers game. That's when everything started ticking up.
Do you have any games you're going to this year?
Nope, not this year. Not at least at the moment.
Okay.
I might try to make it like maybe an every other year type thing, just to try to go to some other things, in between.
Yeah.
But okay. I don't know. Offensive player of the year can go about 92 different ways. I don't like.
I'm going Tyreek.
You're gonna go Tyreek.
I think I was going to pick Jefferson before they had Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback.
You know what? I'm going to go off the wall with mine.
Okay.
I'm going to go Travis Etienne.
Wow.
Just because. I like going with this one. I'm just going to go. This one, I mean, in all honesty, it really doesn't matter much compared to the MVP. So we're going to go off the wall. It's partly fantasy bias as well because he's, once again, on my fantasy team. But, I think he puts up. If Jacksonville is going to be the 1 seed, I think he has to actually put up big numbers and be healthy.
But you had Miami as the number 1 seed.
Let me phrase that. If they want to contend for the 1 seed, that would
okay.
Okay. Defensive player of the year. I think it's in the AFC North.
TJ Watt.
Nope. Mason Rudolph, beware. It's Myles Garrett.
Interesting. Yeah, dude is a monster.
He is, in more ways than one. But yes.
My pick was going to be TJ Watt, so.
Okay. If he stays healthy, I think he's probably the favorite. But unfortunately, just the Watt boys, they can't.
They don't stay healthy well.
And I think it's just the style of football that they play, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, hard nosed.
Yeah.
But I think a guy that's going to be in that running is in the NFC North, playing for the Lions.
Ooh. Yeah, that boy scares me.
He's good.
That boy scares me. I mean, Micah Parsons good too because he's trying to play for
yeah
right now. But and maybe Nick Bosa just. I don't know. People tend to think he's gonna have a big year for one way or another.
Nick is on the 49ers. Joey's for the Chargers.
Yep. Correct. Okay. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think it's basically a quarterback award. I know some wideouts have gotten it of late, but it's basically a quarterback award, I think. So, which quarterback do you trust the most?
Well, who's the starting quarterback from this?
Like the rookie quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels.
Oh.
Who am I missing? Bo Nix.
I believe that if they're going to give it to Caleb Williams, like it's not. I don't think that's a huge debate on it. I think they're going to give it to him if he's competent.
Okay.
Just because they want him to be the guy.
Here's the thing. I don't think he's competent. I mean, I think he'll be good. But I don't think he'll be that good. And it's partly in line with the Washington winning the NFC East. I think it's Jaden Daniels.
But you also had the Bears making the playoffs. So
I did, but if factor division winner over just regular playoff team.
But
then,
yeah,
I don't know. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I got to think of all the defensive players.
Well, by the way, I don't think I said named the player from Detroit I was talking about was Aiden Hutchinson. I just kind of realized that.
Did. Okay, I thought you.
I started to say about him, but I never actually. Dude has the motor like.
Yeah, he
no
just
other.
plays hard. He plays really hard.
He's the kind of football player I like.
Did you see that Dan Campbell's in a new Applebee's commercial?
No.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it?
It is.
I'll have to look it up.
It is. It's pretty good. It fits him perfectly. Sorry, a little side note there. Do you have a pick for Defensive Rookie of the Year? I know this one's kind of the hardest one, or harder, just because I gotta think of all the defensive rookies that got taken. And I really can't think of a lot.
I have nobody in my mind.
I mean, maybe Dallas Turner from the Vikings. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Chop Robinson just because he's the Dolphin. I mean,
that's fair.
And actually, his like burst is elite. Like he is so quick off the ball. Now it did not produce a lot of sacks in college, but okay. I'm hoping for it.
Well, and much like if the Packers defense is going to be good, I'm hoping for Javon Bullard, their safety out of Georgia.
Okay.
So, he likes to fly around. So, you know what? Well, we'll go homerism for defensive rookie of the year because
that's fine.
Yeah. Let's see. Then the other two basically big awards, comeback player of the year. I think it's basically a one of two, I think. It's either Rodgers or Cousins, I think.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
Which, if Rodgers makes it the whole season, I'll give it to him because...
It's Rodgers.
Yeah, why not?
I'm hoping for Cousins because I don't want Rodgers to make it through the whole season.
That's fair.
And I don't think he can with that line. And I don't know if I don't know if his players are gonna play for him.
Ooh, that's a good point. Actually, I'll give you one more, and I don't know. I think he's gonna miss the first 4 games of the year.
Joe Flacco. Oh
no, nobody cares.
Nick
about
Chubb.
Flacco. Nick Chubb, thank you. Yep, I think, especially considering that his leg looked like it was almost like gone.
Yeah.
That's my pick. I think I'm gonna go with Chubb.
It's a good one. It's a very good pick.
Thank you. I try my hardest.
Your pretty hardest?
Yes.
That's a very good pick. And what's the other coach of the year?
Yeah, coach of the year. It will never be Matt LaFleur. I've already resigned to that. It will not be him. Well, I mean, if I'm going to stick in line with my top record in the AFC, it's going to be your head coach, Mike McDaniel.
I hope so. God, I hope so. I'm gonna go Matt Eberflus or whatever the hell his name
That's
is.
where I thought you were going. The Flus is loose.
Yep.
I can see that too.
Just like I said, like that they want the Bears to be competent. So like I don't believe that they're always giving these awards to the team that or the person that deserves them the most. Sometimes it's who fits their narrative the best, but
yeah.
And the Bears being relevant is good for the NFL.
Debatable, but yeah. Nah, you're right. Actually, having the Bears, I mean, it just gives people a little bit of hope. Any Chicago team, in all honesty, it's just how it is. I mean, look at the White Sox right now. They have hope to be the worst team ever.
Good for them.
Yeah, they're bad. Okay, so then lastly, Super Bowl prediction concert.
Because like, well, I want to know: are you going to put your Packers in it? Because
I can give you two. I can give you one with the Packers and one without.
I can give you two also, because
I personally, in my heart, I really do think that Green Bay is going to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC. I really do.
I 100% believe the Miami Dolphins have the potential to this year. I think it's either going to be the Dolphins or the Chiefs in the Super Bowl representing the AFC.
I mean, I like Miami a lot. I think they stumble when it comes to the postseason. Just my personal opinion. But also, I am like one of like three people that are high on both the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know who the other two people are yet, but I'm one of those three people.
I think there's a lot more people high on the Browns than there are the Jags.
Yeah.
You're high on Sunshine, and I think he's starting to hit that, like, he's plummeting down my list of people I will vouch for.
That's all right. Sunshine Redemption Tour this year. Except he's going to run into Myles Garrett. I think Cleveland goes to the Super Bowl, and if they don't play my Packers, they're going to play Tampa.
I believe 49ers go there this year again.
Okay.
It's either I think it's either last year's Super Bowl or Miami versus the 49ers.
Okay.
I really do.
Yeah, I think it's either Green Bay, Cleveland, or Cleveland, Tampa.
I could also I see Green Bay going deep, but not. I see them tripping up against a team in San Francisco.
I mean, that's never happened before. Why would you want to think that's going to happen?
Just some energy I'm putting out there.
And then quarterback wins Super Bowl MVP? Or what do you think?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, I think, well... If Green Bay wins, it's Love. If Baker wins, it's Tampa. Or Tampa wins, it's Baker. If Cleveland wins, there's no way they're going to give it to Deshaun Watson. And it will be
it'll be that's very true.
Yeah. Because I think that would be an awkward handoff between the commish and Deshaun.
That would be a very funny handoff.
It would. But yeah, if I don't know, Cleveland does win the Super Bowl though. I think the
Can you just imagine them asking Deshaun, "What are you going to do now that you've won the Super Bowl?" I'm going to a masseuse.
I'm going to Disney World to get a massage.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh! I don't know. Would he even be allowed inside? Is he allowed inside Disney World?
I'm guessing he's got a red dot above his head.
Yeah, I don't know if he is. But yeah, so those are our NFL predictions, I guess.
Yeah, I can't believe it's here.
I know. Which I mean, it just leads us to we have one last thing,
Well,
I guess.
I think we should go through our picks for the
That's where I
last
was
year. We
getting
did
to.
our okay.
That's where I was getting to. I mean, last year, we did picks of each game. Cody, who
Yep,
won? You want to tell the people who won?
I believe I've won 2 or 3 years out of the four. I believe
Yeah.
you've done one. That
Thank
last
you.
year you somehow cheated and got that one win.
But what you're saying
You
is
cheated.
I am the reigning champ. Is
Whatever.
what you're saying. So
I
I
felt
want to
bad
say,
for you.
and by the way, we're gonna shout out here for our pick segment to our buds at Zippin Zoobs Detailing. Is that right by you?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Zippin Zoobs Detailing uh, service that offers cleaning for your vehicle, whether it be just a car or it could be ag equipment, whatever. Um, I mean, we know Ray and Reese. Ray's my bud. Reese is my friend as well. They do a very good job. Of, personally, I have not had them do my car yet, but I haven't had anybody detail my car in like I don't know how many years.
Yeah, my car doesn't deserve
Like 5 years
detailing.
plus.
I
So
should. I should have my wife's. I should have him do my wife's car sometime. It might be a gift I give her.
that's what I did for my mom. Got her a little gift
I
certificate.
I would have it done soon, but the fact that I just had it done, it was just done by the body shop when we
Oh,
hit the deer. So
yeah. Yep. Nope. I understand. So if you or anyone uh, knows anybody that needs their car detailed, give the guys a call at 563-380-9772. And if they ask, tell them that us at the Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you there.
they're good guys.
They are. They are very good guys.
And
Very
Reese has a
hardworking.
sweet truck.
That's a Ford, so
It's a
I'm not going to say
Raptor.
anything. It's a Ford. So, okay, Cody. Should we dive into our picks?
Let's go for them.
I've been looking forward to this all week.
I have been too.
And I know it's only Tuesday, but I've been looking forward to this for many weeks. The opening game of the year, Baltimore at Kansas City.
I went with the reigning Super Bowl champs.
I did not.
I didn't figure you would.
They did lose last year.
Yep.
I know Kansas City's usually, they're like New England, like in Brady's heyday. They're very slow starters. And I think Baltimore's out on a mission to try to show that they should not have lost last year. They gave away the AFC Championship game.
They did.
And then Friday night, we're in Brazil. Many, many different things going on with that right now, but the Packers and the Eagles play in Brazil.
Andy has the Packers. I have the Eagles.
Okay, good. We're split to start off today. We're doing
Yes, that's different.
Steelers at Falcons to begin our Sunday.
For my first away team to win, I have the Steelers.
We are 3 for 3 on divided picks.
That's
We
perfect.
believe in the newly repaired Kirk O'Chains.
All right.
Or Mike Penix if Kirk dies on the field. Okay, this might be probably the first game that we agree on, right?
Yeah.
Arizona at Buffalo.
At Buffalo. Buffalo winning.
Next game, Titans at the Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bears as well. Patriots
The
at
Bengals.
Bengals. Yeah, Patriots are going to be bad. Texans at the Colts.
I took the Texans.
Same. Look at us. We're getting on a little streak.
Yeah, or
Jaguars at the Dolphins.
fins up.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Actually, a
I
little
know.
surprised.
I know. It's in Miami. If it was in Jacksonville, I'd probably pick Jacksonville.
That makes it. I mean, that 3-hour drive is a huge difference.
I know.
For all
Playing in front of maybe about 10 more fans. That's about it.
exactly. Neither team. Well, first week of the year, Miami will probably be pretty full for once.
And especially if the U keeps winning too, it's just going to add
Yeah.
more fans in there. Carolina at New Orleans.
I took the Aints.
I took Carolina. The
Okay.
Bryce Young not Renaissance, but the redemption arc, it's on now. Because a lot of people want to give up on that guy.
They do. I like him.
I do too. I just think he needs competent coaching. Um, this
And
next one is
plus you got the
probably-
outlaw there,
Oh yeah, shout out Josie Jewell.
Decorah, Viking,
Iowa Hawkeye. Um, so the
Saint
next one-
Benedict,
Oh, you're going way
something
back.
or other.
Okay, good for you. Good for you.
I don't know if we had a mascot, but
Team name?
Saint
Nice.
Benedict Arnold's. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I want to be associated with. Oh boy. Okay, the next one was probably the hardest game to pick. I'm going to be dead honest. Vikings at the Giants.
I took the Vikings. I did not like it, but I did take them.
We're in agreement on that. I mean, the Giants are wearing such ugly uniforms. Maybe that
This-
knock them down like 2 points.
This is the last season of Daniel Jones as their quarterback, right? The Giants.
Can they, with all the money that they paid him, can they bench him or after this year or cut him? I don't know how all that works. It should, but
I don't see how they keep him.
no. Raiders at the Chargers.
God, I really wanted to go with Minshew Mania. I really
too.
did.
I did.
I just
too.
couldn't.
I think Harbaugh's going to pay off the refs probably, or send Connor
Send
Taylor
somebody to-
spy. Maybe, I don't know.
I took the Chargers.
Broncos at the Seahawks.
The Sea Chickens.
Same. I hate Sean Payton. Bo Nix, I think he'll be all right. I don't think he's going to be that good though. Cowboys at the Browns. America's game of the week.
I went with,
Imagine telling somebody that 10 years ago.
right? I went with I don't know how to make fun of their team name. It's the Browns. Like it's already terrible enough.
Yeah, their logo's pedestrian. It's just, yeah. It's not Brownie the Elf, but it's just a helmet.
Yeah.
Very sneaky late game. Commanders at the Bucks.
I took the Buccaneers.
So did
I believe in Mayfield.
Baker?
I like Mayfield.
I do too. I don't know why people don't like him. Maybe it's just, I don't know. When he was with Cleveland, Colin Cowherd probably.
I think a lot of it had to do with just how much media exposure he had.
That's fair.
I think-
I can understand that.
He was on every commercial all the time.
They need
He
to
was
bring
kinda
him
like-
back.
Yeah, they do. Plus, I mean, everybody goes to Florida to kind of towards the end of their career, right?
Yeah, or to reinvent themselves. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, shoot, put Baker in the big pirate ship. That's his new home.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Heck yeah.
Thank you. That'd be an awesome idea.
That would be.
Okay, Sunday night. Rams at the Lions. Stafford returns, part 2.
Well, I believe his former team wins it.
I believe it's the same as part 1. Yes, his former team does win. As much as I have no
Sadly.
faith in Jared Goff, but the Rams don't have Aaron Donald at all.
Did you see the video of him racing Shady?
Nope.
McCoy?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he smoked him.
My gosh, he's a
Aaron Donald smoked. And Aaron Donald was wearing jeans.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Definitely
Yes.
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Monday night, game that just got a little bit more interesting within the last few hours because the Jets play at the Niners, and the Niners have their big left tackle.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they do. He signed a big 3. I mean, he's old as balls, and he signed a 3-year deal.
Yep. In all honesty, though, I don't think
They need
he
him.
Didn't play. They do. I don't think it matters though against the Jets. I think their front four can pressure Rodgers and.
Yeah, that's a scary team for Rodgers to come back to, like his first game back in
Well, especially
364 days, 365 days,
yeah, with the leap year it'll be 365.
365 days.
But especially with the guy that tackled him and ruptured his Achilles is now playing for the Niners and Leonard Floyd. So we'll see if he makes it past 4 snaps. Maybe he'll make it to 5.
At least this one's not in in New York, so they won't like
They're playing on grass.
make such a spectacle. That's true.
They're still going to make a
They need
spectacle
to
of it.
They need to really get a turf.
They do. But they're still going to make a spectacle out of it because Rodgers is playing in San Francisco, the team that didn't pick him.
That's true.
Yeah. I've heard the story a million times. But, yeah, so there are our week 1 picks.
God, it's so good that it's back.
I know. I'm not going to lie. When we get to Friday, I am not going to be well.
Well, I bet not. I stupidly agreed to play in a golf tournament, so I'm on Sunday before, and so I'll be watching my phone. I'll be watching the game on my phone. It is an 8-inch cup tournament, so they're fun, but
Sucker.
I know, not smart.
See, I could never. I wouldn't be able to do that. I couldn't. My focus has to be on football.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
That's all right. We all have our weak moments. Like, for example, Cody, do you like French fries? Or any type of fries?
I love them. I could eat them all day, every day, every meal. I don't, but I could.
I know. I think we all could. But I guess that leads us into our top 5 for the week.
Perfect.
Which
top 5?
Top 5 fast food fries. Is that what we're going with?
Yep.
Which, and again, for those longtime listeners of the podcast, you know that this segment is brought to you by the boys at Lick Tag Lawn Care. We specialize in complete lawn maintenance and health, snow and ice control, which, Cody, we're getting slowly closer to all that, and small engine repair. Because, with football season around the corner, we hit fall now.
It is time.
What comes after fall?
The Super Bowl.
Okay, you're not wrong on that. But it's also
winter
then
weather.
Yeah, it's gonna snow.
It's gonna.
Which I don't know if you.
It's gonna snow and it's gonna blow.
And I love snow. So I know people give me weird looks, but especially for a guy that does not snowmobile or anything. But so give the guys at Lick Tags a call at 563-203-4238 for any questions you may have. Okay, Cody, let's dive into it.
All right, my 5th favorite fast food French fry is actually Chick-fil-A's. They got the waffle fries.
Ooh, okay.
And I actually like to use their Chick-fil-A sauce on them. Oh, delicious.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna say that's the only French fry that I actually use dipping sauce on.
You don't use ketchup or anything?
Not usually.
Oh, even I use ketchup, which is weird for me.
When I make like homemade French fries and stuff like that, I do. But when I'm having them at a restaurant, I rarely do, unless it's like towards the end, like I'm getting kind of full and I'm trying to get the last of them down or something. Then I'll put some catsup out for the last of them.
Okay. My number 5, I'm gonna go with Culver's. I don't usually eat fries when I go to Culver's anyway, but they're alright.
Those are good.
I don't know. They're alright. Nothing too special for me, but
yeah, you probably have only been to like five fast food restaurants in your life anyway.
I've been to like 6 or 7, maybe 8. I'm just trying to remember the last time I had some of their fries. But
my number 4 is Burger King. They got those.
Ooh.
I think they're like natural fries. I don't know. Those are really good.
Okay. My number 4, I'm going Chick-fil-A's waffle fries. There.
Nice.
I mean, they're good. They're nothing too special, but
especially when they're fresh, they're really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 3. Number trace is Wendy's. They've got that. They've got the, like the skin still on them, so I like that a lot.
Okay.
I haven't been to Wendy's forever. Dip them in a Frosty. That's fantastic.
Ooh, I've never done that. I don't think I've ever gotten a Frosty from Wendy's. So, but
it's delicious. I like the sweet and salty thing going on.
I gotcha. My number 3, I'm gonna go with McDonald's. I mean, they're fried, especially when they're nice and hot.
Yeah,
They do taste.
they do have good fries out of the cooker.
As long as they're not overly salty, but yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Well, my number 5, or 5. My number 2 is Five Guys Cajun fries, which is weird because it's a spicy, kind of a spicier fry, and I can't eat a lot of them because I don't do well with spicy, but they're so good.
See, I mean, I've had Five Guys fries.
Have you had their Cajun fries?
I think it's kind of like, I don't. People say that stuff's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's alright, but it's like I've had In-N-Out Burger too when we went out west, and I think they're overrated.
Have you had their Cajun fries? I didn't say they're regular fries. They're Cajun ones.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't put their regular fries on my list.
Okay.
I put their Cajun ones on there.
Okay. Yeah, but I guess I'm not a really big spicy guy though. I guess in that sense. So
shocking.
I know. Number 2, I love A&W's fries. I know that's kind of an out there one, especially like I don't know. Probably it was about like 10 years ago. Their fries used to be dynamite. I don't know. They changed up something. I mean, they're still good, but they're not what they were. But
they're not the
I love
best.
A&W fries. Okay, so who's number 1?
Arby's curly fries.
We agree.
We have the meat and the best fries out there.
You can't beat good curly fries. You just can't.
I love a curly fry. You can't get them many places. I don't know if Hardee's still does them.
I can't remember the last time
they used to.
Hardee's, unfortunately, but
there's one in Waukon.
Now, can I ask, do you prefer curly fries or do you prefer like tots?
Curly fries.
Okay. See, I'm more, as long as they're crispy, mine's tots. If they're
like
soggy, give me curly fries. But
potato olays from Taco John's.
see, I've never had Taco John's.
God,
Taco Bell.
You are a sheltered kid.
No, I've just never had them.
Oh,
like we went.
I believe you.
There was I think it was in Altoona. There's a KFC and a Taco Bell. And
yep.
I had the KFC part because chicken and potatoes.
And we had one of those when I lived in Osceola, and I just get some of both.
But yeah, no, Arby's curly fries.
They're fantastic.
They take the cake. It's not even close. So, Cody, we actually agree for once, I think, on our
That's
one.
Weird.
I know. I think that's only like a handful of times that we have. Miracles do happen.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes. Is it just because it's my birthday? Is that why you wanted to put them at number 1?
You know what? That's it. It had nothing to do with the fact that I'm a fat guy that loves curly fries.
You're such a nice friend.
I try.
Nice. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. So I guess there's our top 5 and
shout out to Matt Kuhn, Matt Cahalan. He's a member of my fantasy football team, and his fantasy football team name this year is Fullbacks Are People Too.
Oh, that warms my heart.
Yeah,
it really does.
It's good.
Hey, Packers also did sign, even though we cut Henry Pearson, we did sign another fullback.
So John Kuhn?
No, is his name Alex Hall? He played for the Texans. He had a kick return for a touchdown last year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As a fullback?
Yes, as a fullback. I think it was like the number 1 play on SportsCenter because of that.
Nice.
Again, fullbacks are awesome. I'm just glad everybody's slowly starting to come back around to them.
The best teams in the NFL have them.
Well, hey, I did forget to say one thing about the whole Chiefs-Ravens game. It is also a battle of the top 2 kickers in the NFL.
It is. And
between Justin Tucker and Harrison Butker.
It's number 1 paid one and the GOAT.
Yep.
But is the GOAT slipping? He missed one in preseason.
It's preseason. Nobody cares about preseason. Talk to me when the lights are on.
For kickers, man.
I know what I
said. He doesn't miss them in practice.
I know. But it's all right. He's the GOAT.
I read that. I read he's shaking.
Well, you know what? I think he's fine. I listened to maybe it was just because he was practicing for the Manning Cast musical.
Should be it.
Did you watch that I sent you?
No. Oh,
You need
you said, was it today?
Yeah, put it in the group chat. The group.
No, I'll have to.
Yeah.
I didn't look at that. No.
Okay. Yeah, you need to. It's good. It's really good.
See, oh, that's right. He's an opera singer or something, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's very good.
Very good.
So yeah, man of many talents. Good old Justin Tucker.
Goat kicker, for sure.
So I guess Cody, any parting words on the upcoming football season or on anything before we head out?
Everybody have a great time watching the Dolphins win the Super Bowl this year. No bias.
Are you gonna stream that on Matt or on Twitch from?
You know I can't get to the Super Bowl on Madden.
That's true.
Maybe on easy, like rookie. I'll do it on rookie. No, it's gonna be a great season. Can't wait. Glad we finally made it here.
Yep.
People, tell your friends, tell everybody, watch, listen, subscribe, like, do all the things. I don't know what else. Follow.
Mm-hmm. I think you covered them all.
And talk about how great Andy and I are. I mean, obviously, it won't be a long conversation, but you can tell them all the great things about us.
Mostly about me, but
sure. Anyway, that's about all I got for you.
Oh, and I guess just remember, everybody, fullbacks are people too.
Strange hearing it from you, but it's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, Cody. And thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll catch you next week.
On the flippity flop.